Welcome to another episode of Peg Luke Stitches, episode number 3. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about an embroidery hoop. Yes. Embroidery hoops are very important when you're doing embroidery projects with fabric. Fabric that is bendable and malleable. Of course, to open up the embroidery hoop, you've got a little screw here at the end that actually loosens as you turn it, and it will come undone. And then you put the fabric over it, and then you put the fabric taut, and then you screw it back in. And as you do that, you will just lightly make sure the fabric is somewhat tight so you have a good base going on. The issue with my bead project is that the fabric is not malleable, it's not bendable. The beads would be ruined by this frame. So there is no embroidery hoop used on this project, which is very different. This is the first time I've never used an embroidery hoop on a project, ever. So it feels very strange to me to be working without an embroidery hoop. Part of the issue too is as you go across this wonderful project, you have to keep holding the fabric in your hands. So you actually have to kind of fold the fabric as you're working. So it can get quite complicated. So sometimes you fold it under, sometimes, but it's whatever works for you. Then I was talking about a little bit, when you have an embroidery hoop, you have a limited area that you work with. So your fingers, if you were to physically do it, your fingers actually would be able to go across the fabric rather easily. This, you don't have that ability. So I'm going to quickly grab my needle. As you can see, I have my needle here. Maybe this is easier to see the needle. So as you're pulling up the needle from the back of the fabric, what do you have to guide you? Because you have a very large space. What I use are my fingers, and I place them in this kind of position. Why? Because it helps guide me. So for instance, let's take this little blue bead here, and we want to find the back of the blue bead. What I will do is I will place my third finger behind, like this, and I'll take my needle, and hopefully I won't jab myself, and I will let that third finger be an anchor of where that bead should go. So I'm pretty close here. Hey, I did really well. And I pull the bead up. So this is a practice. This doesn't just come overnight. It took me, well, as you can see, I have hundreds of beads already. It's taking me hundreds of beads to find exactly how to find that bead position. So here is my progress so far on this. I hope you can see it. I'm finding a lot of joy and love in this project. I'm working lately on these beads over here And I'm slowly starting to work on the brown area here. It's so fun bringing this Ukrainian bead project to life. I just love it. It's by Eris Beads. I bought this off of Stitchery.com. Bye for now. See you for the next episode, episode 4. Bye.